Hey friend, it is Kate here. Thank you so much for jumping on my channel and joining me for a class today. Now I have got a Pilates Yoga Fusion class just for you. And this one is a whole lot of abdominal strength. Not that we don't always do abdominal work in our Pilates class, but this one in particular, we're going to be working in our tabletop, in our plank, in our downward dog, thinking about those abdominal muscles and how they help move our leg around. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, subscribe, hit that bell if you want notifications when there are new classes. Roll out your mat and let's get started. Okay, we are starting in a child's pose on our mat, knees together or apart, whatever works better for your body. But go ahead and crawl your fingertips away. Allow your head to fall onto the mat. I am not, so my mic does not get crushed, but you let your forehead relax. Let your shoulders relax. And just let yourself sink. Notice, do you feel like you're up a little higher today? Do you notice that your hips are sinking closer to your heels? There's not a right or wrong answer, but it is good to pay attention to these little changes in our body from day to day. Now, wherever you are, take a great big full inhale and an easy sigh out. Twice more, just like that. Big inhale. Great big sigh out. One more time. Let it go. Fan your fingertips a little wider. Think of suction cupping your palms to the mat. Pull your belly button in and soften your shoulders down the back. Imagine even here in this lovely little child's pose that I am pulling your ears away from your shoulders so you can find that lovely, nice long spine. Inhale, rise up to your hands and your knees. Exhale, immediately tip back into your into your child's pose. Inhale, rise up to your hands and your knees. Exhale, tip right on back. One more time. Moving through your spine. This can kind of turn into a little bit of cat and cow. It's one of my favorite variations. But eventually rise up and then start to center yourself. Maybe opening your hands a little wider than your shoulders if you are feeling a little tense across that chest at all. Oftentimes we have a too narrow stance of those palms, so sometimes opening them up can be kind of nice. Hold right here for a moment. Open up those shoulders across the front of your chest while at the same time drawing your shoulder blades together behind you. All I want us to do from here is really zip up to the front of the body, belly button up and in. You've got that little belt around the small of your waist. Roll the shoulders back, tip your pelvis forward, and let's begin to find a true cat and cow, just moving through your body however you like. Just waking up, saying hello. Noticing what feels good, where is there tension, where are you a little loose today? And then slow that down once more. Reach the top of your head forward, broaden those shoulders, pull your belly button up and in. I want you to tuck your toes, curl, and then let the top of the head fall down. Shake that head yes and no a little bit. Release some of that tension through the back of the neck. This can be a spot where we often start to strain the neck a little bit. But from here, after you've relaxed your neck, all I want you to do is keep those shoulders down. Pull your belly button up and in. Exhale, hover your knees off the mat. Inhale, set them down. Exhale, hover them up. Inhale, set them down. 2 more times, hover up. Lower right back down. Last one, hover up. Bring it right back down. Hold. Untuck those toes if you want to. Realign the spine. Find that lovely long back. And then I want you to extend your right foot back behind you. Tuck the toes at first and press the heel back for a little stretch through the back of the leg. Rock your weight forward and then again, press that heel all the way back. Inhale, rock it forward. Exhale, press it back. One more time, rock it forward, press it back. As a reminder for any of my friends out there that have tension in their wrist, when we're in a tabletop. I keep saying that today. We haven't even got to downward dog. If you have tension through your wrist, an easy modification is to roll up the edge of your mat and bring the heels of your hand onto that little loop you create, and then you relieve some of that great big tension that being in a tabletop can cause. Find your little center right here. Pull that navel in. Tone the spot where your thigh and your glute connect. If you've taken class with me, you know what I'm going to say. Squeeze your thigh. your thigh butt. Lift that foot up and point the toe. From here, without moving your chest, without moving your spine, I want you to exhale, bend your knee, pulling it in. Drive it away as you inhale. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, drive it away. Notice as we bring our knee in and out, where does the weight rock in your hand? Does it stay centered from right and left, or do you sway a little one direction or the other? Ideally, we want to be even. Last one, pull it in. Reach it out, hold. Extend that foot nice and long. Point that toe, reach it nice and far away. Take a big deep inhale. Big sigh out. And then inhale, touch your foot down to the ground. Exhale, lift it up. Notice once more my spine is not moving, or hopefully it's not moving. Maybe it's moving a little. But we always have a little dynamic stability. There's a little bit of movement that happens. Last time, lift it up, hold. Reach that toe further away. Instead of touching it directly behind you, reach it off your mat over to the right. Exhale, bring it right back behind you. Inhale, over. Exhale, lift up. 2 more, over. Exhale, lift. Last one, over. Exhale, lift, hold. Now from here, roll your shoulders, puff your heart and chest up. It's like we're doing a little cobra, but we're upright. And then maybe lift the heel if you want something just a bit deeper. Take a big inhale, tone your belly, reach your head long, realign the spine. Again, roll those shoulders back, lift, lengthen, find that nice big stretch. Exhale, pull it right back down. One more time, roll, broaden across the front of your chest, lift that heel up, big deep inhale. Exhale, set the knee down. If you want to sink back into a child's pose for a moment, wiggling, moving, grooving, you do you. But eventually we'll come on up and send our opposite foot behind us. For most of us, I'm guessing that's the left, but if you did the other side, that's A-okay. Same thing here, press your heel back, find a stretch, and then rock lightly forward. Press it back, find that stretch, rock it forward at your own pace. You are doing fabulous. Last one. Go ahead and center yourself. Broaden those shoulders, low belly up and in. Tone your thought. Take a big inhale. Exhale, lift, point that foot. Now just pause for a moment here. Already start to notice, where is the weight in your right and left hands? Could we keep it so even and steady? Almost imagine 2 little strings attached to the sides of your shoulders, lightly pulling them apart while you kiss your shoulder blades in. Take a big inhale. Do not curve or arch the back. Pull your knee in. Drive it out and away. Exhale, pull it in. Drive it out and away. 2 more, pull it in. Send it out. Last one. And then reach that foot out again, stay. Point that toe, turn on all the muscles in your legs. Find a lovely, great big space along the front of your left psoas, the front of your left hip. Inhale, touch the foot down. Exhale, tone the thought, lift. Inhale, touch it down. Exhale, cinch the belly, lift. 3 more down, exhale, lift. 2 more down, exhale, lift. Last one, lift up, hold, and then we're going to go out to the left and bring that foot right back behind you. Bring it down to the left, lift it on up, keeping that weight center in the right and left hand, not rocking over to one side or the other. Last one down, lift it up, hold. Roll the shoulder, puff the heart and chest, find that lifted little cobra feeling or swan, whatever you want to call it. Maybe let the heel rise with you. Exhale, pull yourself back. Roll the shoulders, broaden across your chest, find that lovely stretch. Exhale, bring it back down. 2 more, roll, lift up. All the way down. Last one. Ooh, enjoy that lovely little stretch here. Think of lengthening through the small of your back, not just dumping into it. We're keeping that reaching feeling. Big inhale. Set the knee down. Sink back into your child's pose. Stretch those fingertips nice and far away if you want to. And then from here, we're going to rise up and bring our right foot forward into a small lunge. Now, take your palm and bring it to the top of your thigh. If you've got tiny little arms like me, I'm going to tent my fingertips right here. But some of us can probably put the whole palm down, and that's fine too. But from here, I want you to draw your front heel towards your back knee. Create that lift between your inner thigh. Take a great big full inhale. Press into your thigh and look across your right shoulder. You can either look up to the sky. Maybe we don't have that much range of motion and we're just looking at the TV, and that's okay too. Take a big inhale. Unravel, bring it down. Now this time, again, press into the top of your thigh, but I want you to rise up. Now, if we need you to scooch back a little bit, that's okay. Ideally, we want our knee right over our ankle. And I like to think of sometimes even bring my left hand to the front of my hip crease, and it's like I'm trying to remove that hip crease and almost flatten out the front of my thigh. Think of pulling your belly button away from the top of the thigh, and then reach that head up nice and high. Take a great, big, full inhale. Big breath out. One more big inhale. Set the hands down, sink back, find your child's pose. Give yourself a little stretch, a little wiggle, and then step the opposite foot forward. Now, same thing here. Let's start off with just our gentle Anjaneyasana lunge, fingertips tented or palm on the ground, your choice, but left hand on the top of the left thigh. Broaden those shoulders, reach the top of your head forward, take a big inhale, roll the shoulder back, look over and across that chest. Find that nice little twist. It doesn't have to be the deepest one you've ever done. Big inhale. Exhale, relax. Once more, press into the top of the thigh, but this time rise up. Again, you might want to bring your hand to the front of your hip and notice, is there a great big crease there, or can we think of pushing our hip forward, releasing that? Of course, we are toning our thigh. Give that spot a little squeeze. Sometimes activating that glute can help us get into a deeper stretch. Belly button in, away from the top of the thigh, roll those shoulders back. A big inhale. Set the hands down, sink back into your child's pose. Once more, wiggle anything out you like. Rise up to your hands and your knees. And one more time, we're gonna fan those fingertips wide, curl and tuck our toes. Big inhale. Exhale, hover your knees. Inhale, relax. Exhale, hover your knees. Inhale, relax. Last one, hover, stay. Is there tension in your neck? Could you soften the top of your head a little bit more? Take a great big inhale. Drop down to those knees. Broaden across your chest. Tone that belly. I want you to extend your left foot behind you. And then I want you to take your right hand in front of you. Now my toes and my fingers are touching the ground right now. I want you to think of pulling your right shoulder towards your left hip. Pull that belly button up and in. And at the same time, reach the top of your head and your tail as far away from one another as you can. Take a big inhale. Squeeze your thigh. Lift your heel and thumb. Inhale, touch your fingers and toes down. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower down. Two more. Exhale, lift up. Drop it right back down. Last time, lift up, stay. Still think of pulling your right shoulder to your left hip while reaching long through the spine. Take a big, deep inhale. This time, we'll pull our knee in and elbow together, but you get to curl through the back of the body. Inhale, extend and lengthen. Exhale, pull it in, curl. Inhale, extend and lengthen. Two more. Reach it out. Last one. Reach it out, hold. Same thing that we did before. We're going to roll that shoulder, lift the heart and chest. This time, think of lifting the thumb and the heel. Find a lovely, big, broad stretch across the front of your chest. Big inhale. Exhale, tone the belly, cinch the waist, drop the hand and foot down. Again, inhale, roll, lift up. Find that lovely little stretch. Exhale, pull it all back down. Again, roll, lift on up. Exhale, bring it down. Big inhale. Set the hand down. Set the foot down. If you need to sink into your child's pose, you go ahead. Or we can extend our foot and hand away from one another. Oops, I almost was getting ahead of myself. Bring our fingers and our toes to touch. Foot can be flexed or pointed, but tone your thigh. Pull your belly button in. This time, left shoulder pulls towards right hip, while we're still reaching long from the top of the head down through our spine, out our tail. Big inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, touch it down. Exhale, tone, lift. Inhale, bring it down. 3 more on your own breath. Lower down. 2 more. Last one. Lift, pause. Hold right here. Stabilize. If we feel a little wobbly, that's okay. Big inhale. Exhale, curl, pull it in. Reach it out and away. Exhale, curl, pull it in. Reach it out and away. Last one, curl, pull it in. Reach it out and away, stay. Same thing here, roll that shoulder, broaden across your chest, lift your thumb and your heel, and then return. Broaden, reach, roll it up, and slowly return. 2 more. Exhale right back down. Last one. Exhale, return down. Set your left hand down, pause, take a breath. Set the right foot down. You can sink back, but we are going to tip into our downward facing dog from here. Maybe pedal out those feet a little. Maybe nod the head. Is there tension in that neck? Maybe we need to give it a great big nod to really release some of it. Inhale, lift the heels up. Exhale, set them down. Inhale, lift the heels up. Exhale, set them down. Soften the shoulders, broaden the chest. We are going to take our right foot up. Sometimes I like to shift my left foot inward just a little bit so I can find that center of balance as I lift my right leg up into a great big 3-legged dog. Now I want you to think about that same feeling of lengthening through the back of the body, of extending long through that leg, of squeezing the thud. Sometimes we get so concerned with trying to yank our leg up as high as we can, we forget about all that nitty-gritty. All that work that we've already done in our tabletop. Take a big inhale. Without moving your body, exhale, pull your knee in. Inhale, drive the heel away. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, drive it away. 2 more. Tone the belly, pull that knee in. Last one. Bring it in, hold for a moment. Think of evening out those hips, of softening those shoulders down the back. Last time, straighten the leg and lower down. Replace the right leg where the left was. Float that other foot up. Same thing here. It's not about how high my leg is lifted. It's finding that length, that space in our spine, just like in our tabletop. Big inhale. Exhale, don't move the spine. Just use your abdominal muscles to pull the knee in. Drive it away. Pull it in. Drive it away. Last one, pull it in. Drive it away. Slowly set that foot down. Take a big inhale. 3 times, roll forward, find your plank pose. Exhale, return to your dog. Inhale, roll forward, find your plank pose. Exhale, find your dog. Last time, plank pose. Exhale, dog. Stay in that dog. One more time, lift your right foot up. Now again, we're going to pull our knee in, but this time we will curl and round forward and then drive the heel away. Curl and round forward, drive the heel away. Last one. Send it out and away. Set that foot on the ground. If you need a moment, a break, you take it, but otherwise, float that other foot up. Same thing here. Pull it in, round forward. Send it out and away. Think of using those deep abdominal muscles to help guide your heel, your knee, your whole shin forward. Last one. Reach it on out. Set that foot down. One more time, we're going to step our right foot forward, so we're in a great big lunge. And again, if you want to bring your hands to the top of your thighs, rolling those shoulders back, finding the beginning of our great big lunge here, that's fine. If we need to drop a knee down, no, that's A-okay. When you feel ready, can you send your hands up nice and high? Think of lifting up out of your waist. It should feel nice to get to wiggle those fingertips out. You can roll the wrist a little if you want to. And then I want us to come into a warrior 2. Now in our warrior 2, remember we want our front heel in line with our back arch. It's not so much about how wide your legs are apart, but thinking of that feeling, that lift between your inner thighs, that lift up out of the waist, and that reach of our arms. Take a big, deep inhale. Exhale, maybe bend your front knee just a little bit deeper. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, relax into that lovely pose. Again, if you want to wiggle the wrist a little, you go right ahead. But when you feel ready, take a breath. We're going to cartwheel those arms down and around. Step back to your downward facing dog. Find that big, lovely stretch, and then step your left foot forward. Same thing here. When you feel ready, however you need to, whatever that means for you, we are going to rise on up. Pause for a moment here. Think front heel towards back toes. That lift between my inner thighs already happening. And then roll the shoulders. Could we reach our hands up nice and high? Could you put a smile on your face? Because you're so strong and feeling so good in our crescent lunge. And then warrior two to our second side. Now, a way I think of keeping my arms active is imagining that I have two little tables on either side of me, and I'm pressing my palms into the table. Not only does that activate my arms a little bit, but that helps to broaden my chest, to soften my shoulders down, to lift my head up. Just different things for us to think about from one side to the other. Big inhale. Exhale, maybe deepen. Remember, it's not about how wide our legs are. It's finding that lovely little twist through our upper body because our hips are lightly squaring a little bit. You've got it. Big inhale. Cartwheel the arms down. I want you to step into a little tabletop and then sink back into your child's pose. Just like we started class. Find that child's pose. Take a moment here. Take a big inhale. Great big breath out. And then roll yourself up to a seat. However you want to sit is perfectly fine. But let your palms rest on your thighs. Roll the shoulders just a little bit. We did a lot of upper body work today. Plank and our downward dog, and of course our tabletop does a lot of work in our shoulders, not just the back of the body. And then roll them forward. And then release that. Lift your fingertips up nice and high. Take a big inhale, reaching out of your sitting bones, out of your waist, just like we did in our warrior two. And I want you to drop your right hand down. Lift up higher through that left side, and then find a great big rainbow stretch over to the side. Now, I like to call this a rainbow stretch because most of the time I see people trying to collapse all the way over to the side. Instead, I want you to think of lifting up and out, finding that great big stretch. Big inhale. Exhale, use your obliques to pull yourself up. Guide your hands up high. Reach up out of your seat. Drop the left hand or the opposite hand out. And we go up and over to the other side. Enjoy that lovely stretch. Think of pressing your right sitting bone down, growing longer through that right side body. Big inhale. Exhale all the way up. Take both hands up, clasp them together, and bring them behind your head. Very gently tuck your chin to your chest. And think about pressing the back of your head into your hands and lightly pressing your hands into your head to maybe deepen that stretch in your cervical spine, the very top of your head. Take a big full inhale. Exhale, relax the hands down and roll into a little forward fold in our seat. No hurry, no rush. Bring yourself up to center. Maybe close your eyes for just a minute, noticing any changes in your body, in your breath. Take a big inhale through your nose. Easy sigh out the mouth. One more big inhale. Let it go. Allow your breath to return to its natural state. Maybe sit up a little taller, a little straighter. Maybe put a smile on your face even if your eyes are closed. Feel free to stay in this little seated position as long as you like to, letting your body relax, letting your heartbeat slow. And then when you feel ready to move on with your day, blink your eyes open. Give yourself a pat on the back. And say thank you so much to yourself for doing something so good and just for you. I certainly hope you enjoyed class, and I can't wait to see you again.